Hello, everybody. This is the Time Project again. Sorry I didn't upload for a while there. It's been like a few days. Kind of got sidetracked again. I can't really say I don't really have any excuses, but it was kind of a heavy week, but not really. But anyway, yeah, what we're back now, and we're back with another gameplay video, and I believe that this is actually the 30th game that I've done since I started doing these gameplay videos this year. Like we've already gotten to 30 games, which I find to be a bit interesting, but I'm sure you don't really care about it. Anyway, this is Pitfall. This was released for the Atari 2600 in 1982. You can see at the bottom there the copyright date. Well, you can't see it anymore, but it was there, and you probably saw it. Um, it's yeah, we're back at the Atari 2600. We played Adventure last time, taking a little detour from the arcade games. And with how popular this game is, I think it'd be a crime not to play it for for this. So let's get going. Oh, ooh, ooh, that jump sounded a little glitchy. I'm gonna minimize OBS Studio and maybe turn it up a bit. I know it's an Atari game, so it doesn't really mean that much. But like, what I've learned is that if it's too quiet for me, it's like definitely too quiet for you. Anyway, the point of this game is to get all 36 or I'm not sure. I think it's 36 or 32 treasures before the time runs out. See, you get like 20 minutes. You know what happens when you get all the treasures? The screen freezes. Now I'm actually going to start save scumming here because for some reason the alligators are where like I start failing. And I got it first try. Interesting. And I kept pressing down and also just didn't really care that much. Yeah, in this game, once you jump, you have to commit to it. There's no like in some newer games when you jump, like you kind of like you get some leeway, but like in this game, once you jump, you're committed to it, and you even get the Tarzan sound. Oh, fuck. Yeah, you get like 2 lives basically. I mean, 3 lives actually, I think. Anyway, yeah, this is one of those big disappearing holes, and that's one treasure. Can we get like more than 5? Can we get like more than one? Because that'd be pretty neat. Yeah, just run. There's no way to run faster, unfortunately. So if you care about that, you can actually go like under the ground, which is a bit interesting. Um, it took me a while to figure out that like how you get off the vine is by pressing down the down key on the keyboard, which I mean again, this is on the keyboard, not the actual Atari controller. So I'm not sure what it is on the actual Atari, but I'm pretty sure it's just like hold the control stick down. Oh, I'm gonna try to get I'm gonna try to get two of these treasures, and hopefully we can do it. Again, jump over the fire, and jump, and jump, and jump, and jump. And I have nothing to talk about right now. Sorry. I guess I kind of didn't think of what to say in this video. Um, there were some Vinny Vine Sauce allegations, if you know that YouTube channel. Um, I mean, they're probably fake. But like I barely know anything about it anyway. Like I think it's on his Discord or something. But I barely know anything about these allegations anyway. So I can't really judge it that much. Um, fuck. I believe if you die or like find all 36 treasures or 32 or whatever it is, like you just the I like if you get 36 treasures, the screen just freezes. And I think I already said that, but I don't know. But like again, like I don't want to make the dementia joke, but like I guess I should mention it. You know, I always have I've always had a lot of trouble. Oh, what the fuck? I'm gonna have to, this is the problem with save scumming. You have to like go back to previous areas if you didn't save scum enough. So really the real punishment is not saving, is between like not save stating at all and save stating, like save stating too much and not save stating enough. Like not save stating at all. Those are like the two big things that you want to do. It's either one or the other. If you kind of do it in the middle, you're going to get situations like this. So, yeah. Anyway, so this time I'm going to, like, once we get to, like, any screen where I have to use a vine, I'm going to go up. Anyway, about the dementia thing, I've always had, like, problems with, like, I really shouldn't, I know I shouldn't be making jokes like that because dementia's pretty serious. But, like, I've always kind of, like, messed up with my words a bit sometimes. I guess that's not the word one. Sometimes it's easy for me to lose track. It's always been kind of easy for me to lose track of what I've said. Sometimes. I don't know, it's just something I do. Like, it's just, it's just a little feature of me. Um, apparently though, on that, a lot of people after they listened to the Caretaker album that I did a video on like last Halloween, apparently a lot of people like freaked out because they said, "Oh man, I think I got dementia from that album." Which, I mean, like, come on, guys, like let's not like I already complained that they were turning it into a creepypasta like in the beginning, like when I made that video, I complained that people were turning it into a creepypasta, but like by saying that you will get dementia from listening to that album, it's just fucking ridiculous. Like, or you're gonna be traumatized forever. Like, what? It's an album. Like, come on. Like, I mean, it's just like an album of abstract noise. Like, 4 hours of it is just abstract noise. Like, come on, guys. Like, we know this. Whatever. I'm not sure what those. I'm pretty sure that's life. I actually don't know. I really should read more about these games because I just play them like I play them like twice and say, "Oh yeah, this is good. I'm good enough to do a video on it." Like some of the that's all I do. I play them twice. I play each game twice before I make a video on it, and then like I end up with situations like this where it's like I don't really know what anything is basically, and I only have like one goddamn treasure. And like if that timer reaches 0, I think your game just freezes. I mean, it's kind of like adventure, but in this game, there's like at least gives you like something to make you feel like, oh, you actually did something. But no, this game is just freezes your goddamn screen. And sorry, you're going to be seeing a lot of the same like areas, but in my defense, the game's just kind of like that anyway. Eight minutes. 8 minutes of me rambling about nothing. I mean, I'm not gonna. I don't want to rag on these games because it came out in 19. This was the 1982 game for the Atari, so I mean, by that standard, it did everything it could basically. But yeah, that's not to say it's not dated because it is. But it's still a fun game to play. So it hasn't aged badly when it's still fun to play today, or at least a little bit. The games that age badly, those are the ones that are just like you might as well just forget those ones completely because they're not fun to play. And that's 2 treasures. You have to get like 36 treasures in those 20 minutes. That's the point of the game. Just keep moving forward. That's like the only thing you gotta do in this game. And like each area looks the same, so by me repeating the same things over and over, it doesn't really like change much. And yeah, what a day. The Space Jam trailer came out today for that new movie. Maybe I should talk about Space Jam. I really don't want to though, because Space Jam is like such a bad. Like I don't know what it is. Why people like? Okay, I know why people like Space Jam because most people watched it when they were kids, and I watched it when I was a kid, and I liked it. But then I watched it now, It's just a bad movie, and I think some people really need to admit that. Unless you genuinely like that, then I guess that's fine. I don't know. I guess it's kind of weird to say that a movie is bad anyway by fact or something. It's a little weird to say because it's like not really true. But yeah, it basically just kind of looks like the original. You know, it's a basketball commercial with Looney Tunes characters and a basketball star. Last time was Michael Jordan, and this time it's LeBron James. I do like that they actually animated LeBron James this time, which I think is kind of neat, which I think is kind of neat instead of just having him on a green screen. But like Space Jam, the movie, it was such an obvious cheap cash in for a shoe commercial. So you really don't get anything out of that film. Like okay, I'm gonna try to get this. Okay, I'm gonna try to see what's past the screen. I don't know what I'm gonna do because I guess I'll try to show off the bottom, but there's not really much to show off in the bottom. Yeah. It's such a Space Jam. It's such a cheap cash in for a commercial. It's so 90s, but it's 90s in the worst way in that the plot's ridiculous and the humor is bad and the Looney Tunes aren't really funny or in character. They're just ridiculous for the point of being ridiculous. It's just not a very good movie. The soundtrack is extremely good though, and that we go to a dead end there. There's some scorpions you have to jump over at the end there, but that's pretty much it. I mean, if you go under, like, really, it's kind of a way to go and, like, skip some of the ups, like, things on the above ground area where you dodge scorpions like that. But that's a wedding ring. So that's one of the treasures, so we're gonna get it. Yeah, the soundtrack of Space Jam, that is really good, legitimately. Like, I don't know how they got it, but they got, like, all of, like, the top hip-hop artists of, like, of the mid-90s and put them in, like, an insanely good soundtrack. Like, I still cannot believe it, like, how they got it. If they do a soundtrack for the new Space Jam, like, I really want them to, like do like get all of like the top hip hop artists like right now and do the same thing and make like honestly some like incredibly like honestly really good songs because like that's how you do it because like the soundtrack being so much better than the movie is something that Space Jam should be known for. And the website's still up. Some links still work. I heard it was taken down today, but some links still work for the Space Jam website. I'm surprised it hasn't been updated since like 2000, since like what 1996. It hasn't been updated since then. All right, what time are we at? I don't want this video to drag on too long. 13 minutes. And I know as I'm saying that, I'm getting run over by logs. I mean, I did show one thing of the underground, so I think that should count. Yeah, there we go. I usually don't get this far. Usually I just kind of like, usually after like, oh man, I usually don't get this far at all. Like honestly. Because like I've never actually beaten this game. I just kind of like, I've never like really beaten this game. I've always, oh great. Well, I'm just gonna consider that the end. That's actually pretty far. I've never beaten the game, but like all you get is a freeze screen and that's it. And most of the areas are basically the same anyway, so it's not really that big a deal. Where we have 14 minutes. I guess I'll go again, but this time do kind of some of the underground, if that's fine with you, because you can actually go backwards to start. I think that's kind of neat, I guess, even though it's not really. Oh. I mean, it's kind of laggy, but like it could be worse. I mean, we had a good run, basically. But yeah, the underground is just jumping over scorpions and hitting a wall every once in a while. That's all there is to it. Well, yeah, that's about it. I'm gonna see what happens when you get your score down to 0. I think you just die though. Or maybe if you don't, that'd be interesting. After this, we're done. Officially done. And yes, you can trust me, everything else is just a free screen, because that's what happens when with Atari 2600 games. We got this. Just waiting. No, it's not a free screen. You just keep on playing. Well, that's enough of that. I know we didn't beat the game, but it's an Atari game, so if you really care about it that much, then beat it yourself. It's like 36 treasures or something. 16 minutes, that's way too long already, but whatever. We might as well end it here. We don't want it to go as long as the adventure video. So that's it for Pitfall. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Tomorrow we're going to be back with another arcade game, and it's going to be an arcade game, I can assure you that. So that's about it for this video. Anyway, thank you all for watching, and goodbye.